popping through the hatch inside. He went down there to check. He couldn't work out why there were bits of earthworm in the mesh on the front of this thing. So he asked the lad, have you been giving them earthworms? So he went down there and took a look. And the local wild little owls were bringing earthworms in for our babies and poking them through the mesh. So we all fair exchange. So John started putting mice on the ledge outside, and the adults were coming in with earthworms for the babies and then taking mice back for their own. We never did work out what the rate of exchange was, but he did it again the following year.
No.
Yep, it was not a fluke. It was John Finnis.
Was it?
Yeah. Our little owls are gloriously bonkers.
Yeah.
And I've never yet found a little owl that actually thinks that it's anything less than 6 foot tall. And we did a thing in Norwich yesterday. And we had a snowy owl, a Malay brown wood owl, barn owl, little owl, Harris hawk and peregrine. And he spent the entire day, when he wasn't trying to kill people, trying to tow himself towards the big birds.
We had to keep hoiking him back.
We had to keep putting him back on his block and moving the block back. So he's towing this thing behind him.
Well, you go eat them.
If you want to try and just sort of scratch him just by the ears, you're welcome to. But,
somebody get a video.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, because he can get terribly, terribly strong, can't you?
He's adorable.
Here we go. There we go.
She'll snuggle and push herself into my
He's gone. He's gone.
Do you fly him? Or?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The one is living.
I've got a video, haven't I, of his first flights? Remember?
Yeah.
So what?
The daft thing is that a mouse is the distance between the tip of the tail and the tip of the nose of a mouse is actually longer than the distance between his mouth and his stomach. So they'll take the mouse and sort of, they'll spend 10 minutes or so just sort of turning it around, trying to work out which way to stick it in their mouth, taking it back out again, popping it back in again, and after a while they'll get the thing in exactly the right place, and they'll start gulping, swallowing. But you end up with the tail sticking out. Then they stretch themselves up. He can actually stretch half as tall as that again.
Right.
And they stretch their necks up, and they start quivering. And as they quiver, the tail just very slowly goes down until it disappears.
It seems almost inconceivable that they would fit in their mouth.
Forget the beak. The mouth goes out to well and sort of under the eyes. By the time it came to us, it was totally imprinted. It just thought it was human. And we sat around and thought, well, somebody's got to take it down to the vet and have it put to sleep. We all looked at each other, and by this time he was family. So we kept him. Got all the necessary paperwork from DEFRA. He ended up down at Swan and Barnes, and we called him Magnus because he was absolutely tiny.
Right.
Even by little owl standards, he was minute, which would normally mean male. And we carried on calling him Magnus right up to the time he started laying eggs.
Oh, okay.
And he became Magnet, an option on two others.
Two more pending.
I've got another one hopefully coming next year, get a kestrel, or a female kestrel. I love female kestrel. Joe's got, sort of, the phoenix thing, Malay brown wood owl, snowy owl, eagle owl, white-faced owl, and Harris. We've got another lady, actually redgrave, who's got the barn owl, a lanafalk and hobby.
Right.
So between us, we've got
14.
quite a spread of birds and different species and different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not all owls or all falcons or all hawks.
Right.
When I grow up, I'll get a sparrow, but I need to be retired before I get one of those. Hopefully, he's still reasonably fit enough to go chasing after it.
Mm.
Which is where horse riding could come in very handy.
Yes, dear.
I am absolutely amazed at how.
It's the barn owls.
Well, she can hear the heartbeat of a mouse 3 foot.
Yeah, yeah. What about the tawny owl then, compared? Is that the
Better.
same? Better. Right.
Tawny owls and long-eared owls. And the more nocturnal the bird, the more adept its hearing has to be able to survive.
Yeah.
And the most impressive one, you know, the great grey owl?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're up in the north, and there's a little tundra. And you know, they focus exclusively on lemmings.
Yeah.
And during the winter, when there's a snow cover, you know, the lemmings have tunnels under the snow.
Yeah.
A great grey can sit in a tree, pinpoint a lemming going through one of its tunnels by sound alone, 2 feet under the snow.
Yeah.
And just glide out, stick its feet through the snow, and get them there.
Yeah.
Now that's impressive.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
It's incredible, isn't it? Is it true that they can't see that well sort of there?
No.
And then it's...
When I fly him, he'll come to the. They fly for reward. Okay, so you give them a little bit of food. His reward is a bit of chicken about the size of a pea,
Okay.
and you sort of dab it onto your finger. You just hold it out. He'll fly in, but he won't land there and take it. He'll land here, rear back, focus on it, remember where it is, close his eyes, and then lunge forward. And if you look down the side of his beak, there are little feathers,
Yeah.
you know, like sort of whiskers,
Mm-hmm.
sticking out. There's much more so on the barn owl.
Yeah.
And they're called crines, and they're like cat's whiskers,
Mm-hmm.
and they can feel that. Yeah, it's not just there's something there. They can feel what the texture is, whether it's something warm and soft, or you know.
It's gone completely goofy.
I squeeze tight shut.
He's gone.
Yeah,
He's completely gone.
yeah, they're completely fantastic.
You know when you answered the phone, Drew, and you said that your birthday present.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I really thought was going to happen?
What?
That Chris was going to turn up.
Don't be silly.
It's his brother.
Oh, right.
I think we'll be lucky if we see him for more than a couple of hours on the 29th.
I didn't see him at all for my 60th birthday last year. We had our Ruby wedding anniversary. We